What would happen to the ocean if there were no sharks? Sharks help produce the air you breathe. They protect the world's grass. These ocean predators are vital to life on Earth, but they're vanishing at an alarming rate. Some species have lost 92% of their population. In Australia, large shark numbers fell by 3/4. It's a silent catastrophe waiting to happen. We'll start with coral reefs. These underwater cities house 1/4 of all marine life. Without sharks, small fish populations would explode. These fish would devour all the plankton and tiny shrimp in sight. Soon, there'd be nothing left for the small fish to eat. They'd starve, their waste would pile up, algae would take over, it would smother the coral. The once vibrant reef would turn into a ghostly limestone graveyard. The destruction wouldn't stop there. Let's swim over to a seagrass meadow. These underwater prairies are crucial nurseries for many marine species. In a healthy ocean, tiger sharks keep sea turtles on their toes, or flippers. The turtles graze lightly. They move often to avoid becoming shark food. Without sharks, the turtles would munch freely. They'd overgraze the seagrass. Lush meadows would turn into barren sand flats. Fish and shellfish would lose their nursery grounds. Many would disappear entirely. For example, small colorful reef fish would die out. Their predators would eat them all. Tuna populations would crash. They'd have no food left. Seals and sea lions would starve. Even the open ocean wouldn't be safe. Sharks help maintain the delicate balance of the marine food web. They weed out the weak and sick. They keep fish populations healthy and in check. Without this top-down control, mid-level predators like tuna and groupers would boom. They'd gobble up smaller fish at unsustainable rates. Eventually, they'd eat themselves out of house and home. This would lead to widespread population crashes. The loss of sharks would even affect the air we breathe. Sharks indirectly regulate plankton populations. These tiny organisms produce more than half of the world's oxygen. Without sharks, the plankton balance could shift. This might reduce oxygen production. It's not just the environment that would suffer. The economy would take a hit too. In the Bahamas, a single living reef shark is worth $250,000 in tourism revenue over its lifetime. In Belize, a single whale shark can bring in $2 million. Shark diving is a big business. Without sharks, coastal communities would lose a source of income. The fishing industry would also feel the bite. Many commercial fish stocks would collapse. Fisheries around the world would be forced to close. Millions would be left without work. Even if you never set foot in the ocean, the loss of sharks would affect you. Sharks play a crucial role in carbon sequestration. They maintain healthy fish populations. This indirectly preserves marine plants that absorb carbon dioxide. Fewer sharks could mean more greenhouse gases. The disappearance of sharks would trigger a domino effect. It would topple marine ecosystems one by one. The ocean as we know it would cease to exist.